Good morning, everybody. It's Brandon Doherty, Dell Weather Guy, bringing you your magnificent Monday weather update. Looks like we have an average spring week here in March for the following locations. Mount Pocono looks like the average is going to be 43 for the high, 25 for the low. Philadelphia looks like 54 and 35. Georgetown looks to be 56 to 37, and Atlantic City 49 to 38. So a little bit on the cooler side, especially at night for most of the area, as we do have some cooler weather transporting into the country. And most of that cold air is coming from this is surface. Let me move myself out of the way. We have a sort of a cross-polar flow coming into the middle of the country that transfers to the East Coast for this week. We have a couple of minor disturbances, most of them further in New England and to our northwest. Then as we get towards the weekend, we do have this coastal system that creeps up. Again, not enough cold air, tons of warm air, especially on the southern flank of the storm, which will bring mostly rain, and it doesn't really get juiced up until we get to coastal Maine later in that weekend. So it looks like they'll get some more wintry issues. Then as we go into later March, somewhere around the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, there's been signals that a potential storm comes in that may deliver some wintry precipitation in the area. But again, lack of cold air in March, sun, all things being equal, even though you have this high in northern eastern Canada funneling cold air. If it was January, yeah, I would say we have a good chance of a good snowstorm. But this one, no. So I do see signals, but how much of a signal, and as we get closer to the events, we'll know more clearly. So let's move on. Now, we do have a significant event coming up on April 8th. We have the total solar eclipse, the totality eclipse. So this is the path of the full eclipse. And what this is this is going back, this goes 8 visible. This is going back as far as 1979 to the present day, all of the April 8th dates. So you can I'm kind of letting it loop. You can kind of see the cloud fraction on those days, and if the clouds were in, if we had an eclipse, in these years with a totality path such as this eclipse, how much of the country would be in cloud coverage. The best places to see the totality are going to be northern Texas, say Dallas, Fort Worth, eastern Oklahoma, southeast Missouri, northwest Arkansas. As we get further north, Cleveland, along the Great Lakes, Erie, and then Buffalo will be the primary spots. I would say that this area would be the second best while this area would be the first best. So we have the first best area and the second best area to see the totality. Delaware, we have had 10 in the years that are chronicled here. If the eclipses were during this time, Delaware would see this about 80. Would see this eclipse about 25% of the time. Okay. Now remember, this is 100 right here, the blue line, and then anything east of there is pretty much in the 80% of path of totality. So we're going to see it, but we're going to see only 80% of it, which is going to be plenty enough. But the best places to see it are going to be up here near the Great Lakes, or down here in the Texas, Oklahoma Panhandle region, and if there's clear skies, then everybody's going to get a good shot of it along the totality path. So as we get closer, we'll be able to ascertain, that cloud coverage. All right. So have a good week. Brandon Doherty, Delaware Weather Guys, saying adios. Enjoy your week. Adios.